Okay, so here's the thing: is the point I'm making is when critics tell me The Last Jedi is an incredible film, and I go, why? And they go, well, the politics of it. I go, well, that's not a reason. Tell me why the characters are good. Tell me why the plot is good. Tell me what hooks you in. And a lot of these guys right now, who again are Eric's friends, and he goes on streams with them to the tune, they'll have thousands of people watching, and they say, Eric is a phenom. He's a genius. He's made one of the greatest comic books we've ever seen. And then when you get into it, you go, some of these guys, you go, well, what was again, well, what was your favorite part of that comic? And when you get down into it, some of them have admitted, I didn't really read it. Nina Infinity admitted, oh, I love what Eric's doing. He's great. This is the greatest comic. And we go, well, what'd you like? She goes, well, I haven't read it yet. I've kept it sealed. There was a stream where they were just, Dick was discussing. He goes, well, here's what I don't like about Isom is I don't understand, his powers. What are his powers? And Yellow Flash, a guy who says, he loves Isom, he loves what Eric's doing. He goes, well, we know he can fly. And you go, no, what are you talking? No, he doesn't fly ever.
Yeah, he can't fly.
So then I go, did Yellow Flash read it? As a guy who every day is wearing a Rippaverse hoodie, a Yaira t-shirt, is appearing on streams with Eric every day. And I go, why don't you make a video? If you're so in love with this comic, why not make endless videos breaking down the failures of plot in these Marvel movies and what's wrong with them and what could be better. So it should be very easy for you to make a video telling us why Isom is so great. But we're not getting that. We're just getting Isom is great because when you get down to it, we like Eric. We like Eric's politics. We don't like Marvel and DC. And we want to support this book on the politics surrounding it, the outside. It's not about what's in the book. It's what's outside the book.
Well, I think you can support your friends. And obviously, yes. I don't think either of us can really say for sure what's going on between all the people you mentioned and Eric privately. Obviously, we can't speak on that.
Sure.
But we're going to, they're not going to publicly critique him, which I do think that
they don't have
people, you're right. And I do think to some degree, they should be able to do it and no one get their feelings hurt, because I think good friends can talk to each other or even give feedback on something and not take it personally. But we don't know what's going on. Like maybe Yellow Flash was talking to him behind the scenes saying, hey man, this was kind of confusing. What's going on here? Maybe change this up a little bit. Any of those people could be doing it. And he could be getting that stuff from others. So, I mean, it's hard to, but I mean, you're always going to support your friends in one way or another. You're going to buy their merch. You're going to wear it. You're going to try and promote it so people get exposed. Because like you said, they all have thousands of people watching them at any given time. Hundreds, if not thousands, watching at any given time. I mean, I think
I would feel bad. Like, let's put it this way. I have people, who are my friends and I want them to succeed and they've shown me their projects. And, I've in my mind been like, I don't think this is like the highest quality. And I've given them thoughts and notes and whatever else. And I'll still tell people, and I'll say it straight out. I'll say, here's my buddy. I love I love that he's putting himself out there. I hope it's just going to get better from here. And I try to be as honest as I can without, I don't want to hurt the guy's feelings and tell him, that he's got to, what do you call it? Improve on his craft. And I hope that he is improving on his craft. And I hope that he is taking my notes and making it happen. So I just go, listen, and this is a very honest thing to say. And it is something I genuinely believe is it doesn't really matter if it's at the end of the day, if it's good or bad. Like, yes, obviously I would prefer if it was good, but just the idea that independents are out there creating media of any sort has value. The fact that we're creating any sort of marketplace has value. And what Rip is doing has value. There's value in the fact that he's making things. And I absolutely support his ability to make things. The problem is when it gets into this scenario where there's a lot of hype and not enough people really nailing down. I think people are being disingenuous with the amount of like if my buddy's project is not the greatest comic ever, like I'm not going to wear his hat and his t-shirt in every video I make. I don't know what that's about. I guess they just love Eric July so much and they just really want him to succeed. And I guess that's fine.